Shalom, Shalom Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kakurash. Alright, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Alright, I want to say peace and salutations unto the elect. Okay, this camp is gonna be associated or talking about the Passover. Okay, which was celebrated yesterday sundown to today sundown. So I'm gonna just read the book of Exodus, and that'll be, maybe grab precepts, and that'll be the lesson or the camp. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month shall they take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. Okay, so, this month is March. Okay, a lot of people celebrate it. I think they celebrate Easter, or, they'll celebrate it from Friday to Saturday, or, they'll celebrate just the wrong day, which the Passover isn't something you can just take lightly. The Passover is a very serious day among all of Israel, among all the congregation of Israel, So you're going to have to take this serious, okay, because I'll read it to you. The Passover isn't something to be taken lightly. It says, And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. Okay, and this lamb had to be unblemished, okay, without blemish. Okay, and it says, And ye shall keep it up unto the 14th day of the month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Okay, so you're gonna kill it in the evening, the lamb. Okay, that unblemished lamb. All right, which is meant to be a sacrifice unto the Lord. Okay, it says, Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out of the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it up unto the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts, and on the upper door post of the houses wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in the night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. So it's telling you how to cook it. Okay, you're supposed to roast it with fire, no seasoning. Okay, with the bitter herb. Okay, a bitter herb, any bitter herb you'd like, but just it has to be a bitter herb. It can't be something like cilantro. Okay, cilantro is considered a sweet herb. So just search up on Google bitter herbs, and pick which one you'd like. So you would kill this lamb in the evening. Okay, and it says, And it says, and they shall take the blood of the and strike it on the two side posts and upper door posts of the house wherein they shall eat it. So the blood of the lamb would be a mark indicating exemption from judgment, because the Passover was when there was death angels coming all across of Egypt. Okay, it says, eat now, eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire his head and his legs, and with the putrents thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. So when you would cook the lamb, okay, after you would cook it, you wouldn't save the lamb for later. You would burn it, whatever you wouldn't eat. So there would be nothing left over of the lamb. It says, and thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste in the Lord's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's Passover. So you would eat this lamb in haste, indicating that the Passover isn't a time to be celebrating like other people celebrated. Okay, the Passover was a very deadly. The Passover, there was a lot of dead bodies going on, and today there was actually a blood moon. There was a blood moon today on the Passover. Okay, and the scriptures say that the Lord shall visit this earth. All right, and it talks about bloody moons. Okay, it talks about the moons being a sign unto the heavens. So there was a bloody moon today, which unfortunately I wasn't able to see it. I was sleeping, but to the brothers that were able to see it, that would have been a true sight to behold, because those sights are sights of the heavens. All right, it says, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so the Lord would execute judgment unto all the land of Egypt. Okay, no matter if they were old, if they were young. Okay, if you didn't have that blood of exemption, which was only given unto the Israelites, if you wouldn't have that blood of that newborn lamb, you wasn't gonna be exempted. Now, real quick before I proceed, I want to get Revelation chapter 14 and 1. Revelation chapter 14 and 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the mount of Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's names written in their foreheads. So that lamb is being Yahushai. So Yahushai was that sacrificial lamb that was there for us. So we don't have to put the blood over, we don't have to keep it exactly, but it's obviously, you have to keep it to the best of your ability. Okay, because we can't necessarily, get a lamb and put the blood of it on top. That's very I'm not gonna say irrational, but it's gonna be very hard to do so, and not everybody's gonna be able to do that. There's gonna be some brothers who live way too far from any farms. Okay, and on top of that, you have to get a lamb that's unblemished. Okay, and you have to get a lamb that's a year old, and you would have to raise that lamb. So it's a lot of really steps and procedures in order to really keep the Passover to the best of your ability. Okay, it says, verse 13, And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the horse houses where ye are, and I will see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. Right, so like I was saying earlier, that that blood would be an exemption of judgment. Okay, so when the angels, when the death angels, okay, and the Lord sends plagues, to come across Egypt, okay, which this is spiritual Egypt, you would be exempted from judgment. All right, so the Lord wouldn't judge you. It says, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it as a feast to the Lord Yahushai throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. Right, so this is as a memorial unto us. Okay, and that's why we're keeping it unto today. To the best of our ability, you keep the Passover, to the best of your ability. All right. It says, okay, and this is the important part that brothers have to really lock in for. Okay, it says, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread for this first day unto the 7th day, the soul shall be cut off from Israel. Now that doesn't mean, that if you eat unleavened bread, you're not an Israelite no more. But what it does mean is that when you're partaking over the Passover and you truly want that token, okay, that token of, exemption from judgment, you can't eat unleavened bread, okay? And that means burgers, okay? You can't eat no burgers, a lot of sandwiches, you can't eat sandwiches, just to keep it on the safe side, pretty much, just read the labels, okay? You got to get some tortillas that, don't have leaven in it, okay? The corn tortillas, all right? All right, those are some safe options that you can eat, and really, you're not supposed to have any of it in your house. So, if you have any of it, keep it in your car, okay? Keep it in your car, keep it, anywhere but in your household, okay? And if you're a younger brother, who maybe you're 16, you live with your parents, you don't have your own room. I was in that situation myself. Really, all you can do is just have, try to stay away from it. If you have any in your room, keep it out of your room. Maybe you do have your own room, keep it out of your room. Okay, if you share your room with someone else, try to tell them not to eat in there, because sometimes, siblings like to eat sandwiches or whatnot. But just do what you gotta do to keep it to the best of your ability. Now it says, and in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the 17th and in the 7th day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore ye shall observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month of the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. Okay, so that's how we keep it for 7 days. So until next Thursday, okay, until next Thursday, then you can start bringing it back to your households, then you can start eating unleavened bread again. All right, it says, 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses, for whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened in your inhabitants, ye shall eat unleavened bread. Right, so you can't even eat anything that has leaven in it. It's not just unleavened bread. What would be the point of eating other things that contain leaven in it. Okay, such as pizza. You get a pizza and it has leavened bread in it. What's the point of keeping the feast of unleavened bread if you're just going to be eating leaven? It makes no sense to do so. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families and kill the Passover. Okay, pretty much just Moses repeats this message to the congregation of Israel. Okay. Now I want to go down a bit. I'm going to go down to verse 40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the selfsame day, it came to pass that all the host of the Lord Yahweh Shai went out of the land of Egypt. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord Yahweh for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is the night of the Lord Yahweh to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. Okay, so now is the day to be truly observant of what you're doing. Now is the day to truly be trying your best to grow in the spirit. Okay, it says, and the Lord Yahweh Shai said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof, but every man's servant that is brought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall you break a bone thereof. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord Yahweh Shai, let all his males be circumcised, and let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no circumcision person shall eat thereof, uncircumcised. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you. Thus did all the congregation of Israel, as the Lord Yahweh commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. And it came to pass the selfsame day that the Lord Yahweh did bring the children out of Israel and of the land of Egypt by their armies. Okay, so they did, the Lord eventually did take out, all Israel, all of Israel to, he took all of Israel who did the Passover out of the land of Egypt. Okay, and right now we understand that this is spiritually Egypt. So we are trying our best to really keep it to the best of our abilities. All right, we're trying our best to keep it to the best of our abilities, and the Passover is not something to be holding, a doggone feast, or like over there in IUIC. Okay, when the scriptures say gird up thy loins, it means you're preparing to do something. Okay, whether it be war or whether it be hasting out of somewhere, because the Passover was really a haste to be out of there. Because imagine being in that situation. Do you really think that was all fine and dandy? Do you really think that was just like, let's have a parade right now? It was a very dark, inhumane day. Okay, it was a terrifying day to be in Egypt. To be in Egypt and hearing that message, and you have to do this, otherwise the Lord will kill you. You have to follow these steps to the exact same way, otherwise the Lord will kill you. It's terrifying. And much more now that we can't follow the steps the right way, so we have to have faith. And that's the importance of Yahweh Shai as well. So, Yahweh Shai is our spiritual lamb, our spiritually unblemished lamb. Because when Yahweh Shai was in the earth, he never committed any iniquity. He never committed any sins. Yahweh Shai was perfect in this world. And if he wasn't perfect, right down to the last little sin, if he wasn't perfect, we would not have this unleavened, or we wouldn't have this lamb, this unblemished lamb. But thankfully for us, Yahweh Shai was able to do so, ultimately, was ordained to do so by the Heavenly Father. So, this has been the Passover, okay, with reading the book of Exodus. Right now is a very good idea to read the book of Exodus, and read some Psalms, okay. Like the elder apostle Tahars mentioned, that's a good idea, to read some Psalms. So, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.